Yes, everybody, two massive games for Bordeaux when we're in the third tier, Season 2. We've started the season extremely well. As you can see, 18 points, only one defeat. That coming against Borges Peronas. We had about, 20 odd shots. They had 3. One went in. Absolutely FM'd. Today, we're doing a classic Let's Play video. 2 games. First in the league, Dijon. But first of all, we're playing Villefranche Beaujolais. Bordeaux Season 2. Let's go. Right, so game day, squad-wise, we're looking good. The only real issue, we've got a suspension to Emmanuel Atipo, and we've also got the main man, Neguete, out injured, unfortunately. And we've also got Akomer, who's going to be our starting centre-back. He's unfortunately out. Well, not completely out, but he's nowhere near fit enough to start the game. Luckily for us, though, we have got Bebe, who is fit, so he can come back in on that right-hand side. The former Manchester United superstar has started really well. 5 games, 1 as sub, 5 goals and 4 assists. So we're in good shape. The tactic hasn't changed at all, so link down in the description for the Patreons if you want to download this tactic. Still classed as Bordeaux 1, which is fantastic. Nothing really has changed. I think we've maybe altered the role of the AP. I think that was a box-to-box last year. We've just changed that to an AP to help us in possession. Everything else has stayed the same. Also, for you Patreons, this is available as a database. Download. I created this database from a sort of like a secondary website where I downloaded a non-league tier of French football and then fiddle with a few things to put Bordeaux in. Not absolutely perfect, but if you want to play a decent Bordeaux save, starting in where they're going to potentially start in the 4th tier, then this is a decent database for you to use. And welcome to everyone who's joined from Omega Luke's channel, who's been following the series now and has also started the Patreon. Muchly appreciated. Right, so Bebe is in. That's all that matters. We're going to put Sagna in at right back, and we look pretty good to go. Now, these guys are still semi-professional, and we are professional. So maybe are they just punching a little bit above their weight? Yeah. Predicted to finish 8th. I imagine that's going. We're hot favourites, look, with Dijon just behind us. And as what I can remember as well, Dijon have the biggest wage budget. Yeah. They've spent the most in terms of net spend. And they've also got a £3 million budget. We are at 1.8. So we're not even the biggest budget. Villefranche Beaujolais are down in 11th. Would I take a point? Maybe at this stage of the season, yes. By the looks of it, with promotion, 3 teams go up with then a playoff. So it'd be nice to make sure we are 6 points ahead of these, by the way. So it'd be nice to make sure that we at least. I want trophies though. I don't think finishing finishing second to maybe a Dijon won't be the worst result in the world. But I think anything lower than that will just be classed as sort of like a minimum effort. Finishing 3rd, minimum effort, get us promotion to that 2nd tier, and then things are really going to start getting a little bit more difficult. If you've watched Omega Luke's 10-season rebuild as well, finances, once again, wreak havoc, especially when he's in the top tier in terms of not getting any money in. So we're going to have to really think smart in these early stages to give us a bigger budget as we can when we finally get to Liga. I will leave a link down in the description to Omega Luke's video. I imagine if you know who I am, you know who he is. But for anyone who doesn't watch his content, go check out the 10 series. It kind of sets you up of what we might have to expect here. Right, quiet opening highlights. This is the first one of the game. Lima cutting in to Armstrong, the captain. Ooh, I thought that was heading in. We've got Didu in good form, the former Bristol City man. We've obviously got Bebe in good form. Just need to make sure we take our chances. We're getting absolutely battered for possession. 65 to 35. We did want a little bit more control in possession. That's why we've gone with the AP this year. People were asking about changing the DM. I just like the idea of just having a solid 6 in there and allowing the players, we're going to score. Ooh. Allowing the players in front to go and play. It's just getting those players in that final third on the ball as much as possible. Bebe's there again. It's cleared. Just starting to knock on the door a little bit. Sagna, Aziz, Sagna cross. Didu is there. Ooh. I think it'll be end of highlight this. Moustache, he's going to keep it going for us. He is. Lima. Vitti. He still finds nice little passes, even though he's an anchor. Simple passes, but good passes. Few little line-breaking passes. If they have that good passing, good vision, good technique, they'll still find those nice little cute passes. As we've taken the lead, it's our right back, Paris Sagna, has put us 1-0. Bebe, the assister, crossing from the left-hand side. Just a standing cross. That is absolutely Manchester United defending. Absolutely shocking, but we will take it 1-0, and I think that is more than deserved. Right, Will Fish, Aziz, into Armstrong. Driving forward again with Aziz. Lovely pass. Here he is. It's Bebe. It's Bebe. It's 2-0. Didou. 2 assists for Bebe. Didou's 11th of the season. These are third in the league, by the way, and we're absolutely... I will say I think it's a 50-50 with the tactic. I think I've managed to put together a really good tactic. And at the same time, I think our recruitment this summer, in particular in these attacking areas, has been absolutely superb. We've just got to keep our eye on those finances. Right, looks like Aziz is really struggling and we don't really need... We'll get Koulibaly on. Let's save his legs for the big one against Dijon. We definitely don't want him going off injured. We might even actually bring off Bebe and Didou as well at some point. Get my boy Akinyemi on the pitch. Tell you what, let's do it now. We'll call them the match winners. So let's get Alan on the left. Interesting, got no one to play right midfield. I really think we need to bring Bebe off. So let's go Sanko for Bebe. Let's bring Armstrong on at right wing. Didou off. Akinyemi. We do have Akinyemi who can play on either flank, but I do want him to go down the middle, give Didou a little bit of time, a little bit of rest time, so he's ready for the big one at the weekend. Right, we've got a corner. Can we make it 3? Alan, lovely left footer. Keeper's had a good punch. Armstrong's there. Moustache. Fish! He's hit the post and it's cleared. I don't know if we need to go out and buy another right midfielder if we haven't got another striker. I feel like we could do with another player that can maybe play right wing or up front. Might see if we can pick up a little loan or something like that. Because we really don't want Armstrong out on the right-hand side. As good as he is, he's not a right winger because of his age. He must be like 32, 33 now. He's had a pop from the edge of the area. So somewhat we need to look at. But while things are going so good, we've just got to be careful that we don't overspend. And we're rounding it off nicely. We've dominated the game. There you can see they've had nothing, have they? They've had 54% of the ball. They were up there, I think, second in terms of possession in the division, but no problem. We move on to the next one, and it's a big one. Right, it's game day, Dijon at home. It'd be interesting to see how many people attend the game, with it being second v first. As you can see, our attendance is from last season. Our biggest of the year was 17,000, looking in around sort of like that 13,000. This year, we're in and around sort of like 14, 15,000, 16. I imagine we could break our record of last year at 17, nearly 18,000. They've won all 8 games so far. Looks like us two are going to go head-to-head for the title. Now, we have got some good news and some bad news. Moustache, who has been an ever-present for him since the series started in Season 1, is out suspended. So what we are going to do is Atipo, who is my best right back, can go across and just be a fullback on that side. Akame is back as well, so we're going to put him in for Pinter. We'll put Pinter on the bench for Bruno. Gives us a little bit of option because he can play left back as well. And this dude as well, I forgot to mention in the last video, in the first game, Yatabare can actually play right midfield, so he would probably be a better option off the bench and just help us in that right wing slot when we need to rest our man, Bebe. Armstrong struggling a little bit because this is a midweek game. Stuart Armstrong, because we did have to give him the full 90, so he may have to come off first. Obviously lacking in his physicals, but yeah, he's 33. So something that we need to keep our eye on during the game, but we have got this dude, Mamadou Koulibaly. Doesn't look great, but he just seems to be getting on the end of things. Right, we're going to be bold, so we're going out there to win. I expect to win. Let's see if we recognise any Dijon. If you do recognise any Dijon players, put them down in the comments. I will look at faces and a few names. Off the top of it, I didn't think there was anybody. Andreas Granfus is I imagine that's Swedish, right? And there they are, 3 points ahead. We are 6 points clear of third place. We're well ahead. Like, we should not be finishing any lower than second. We are at home. Let's go, boys. Come on. I do want to sign Akame as well. So he's the centre-back that we've got on loan from Chelsea. Contract ending at the end of the season. So if he has a good season for us, and we've taken the lead within 19 seconds. Bebe was not involved for once, but that man Armstrong was. Aziz Look at Armstrong, central midfielder on attack, a really good high position. Lovely turn, still got a bit in the tank. And then Didu on a poacher, does not miss from there. What a start to the game. I can't even remember what I was talking about. Oh yeah, the Chelsea defender. Contract out at the end of the season, so we get promoted this year. He's probably likely to sign with us based on that. We're in the second tier, and our reputation is probably bigger than a lot of maybe championship clubs back in England. What a dream start. Dijon, heavily possession as well. I've not tried to make the tactic heavily possession based, but at the same time, it would be nice to get a little bit more control. But I suppose these teams, like Dijon, heavily possession based, we're quite happy to wait, stay nice and compact that we are, look, and then hit them, not so much on the break, but then hit them with our pace. Didu, Bebe, Lima, that man Armstrong, who is looking exceptionally tired out there. But that's fine. Only highlight of the game was the first 18, 19 seconds when we took the lead. Armstrong, to his credit, he's running himself into the ground, so we are going to have to make an early change. And we will go Yatabare, who had a really good first season for us, but he's 36. Let's just ask for a little demand more. They're obviously really struggling to break us down, maybe overpassing if anything. We've got a set piece. Bebe. Didu's in there. It's Akama who's come into the side. The Chelsea loadie. 2-0. 60 minutes gone. This is as comfortable of an episode, boys, as what you would expect. 2-0. We're going to make a couple of more changes as well. It is midweeks. It's causing a little bit of a problem. So we are going to get Akinyemi up front. And I think Aziz was struggling as well. These are a few players actually struggling. Alan. And let's go Koulibaly in there. Let's turn them around. Can we see out the game? I love Akinyemi to get on the score sheet. Sagna. Akinyemi. Fish. What have we got? There he is, Akinyemi, Bebe. We got some boys in this team. Got some players. Yatabare, Koulibaly, we missed out. Are they going to have their first highlight literally on our goal 77 minutes into the game? Can we defend that, boys? Oh, that is terrible defending. Terrible goalkeeping. Amazing officiating. It's offside. He was way ahead. I just thought it was really poor defending. Right, Bebe. Are we going to score another from a set piece? We nearly did. Akama really close to getting his second of the game. Bebe is struggling. So let's just put a right back on. Last few minutes. Acevedo can come on that right hand side. We want to keep Bebe fit because he's going to get. He's good because he's going to be the guy. Oh God, that is going to get us into League Dirt for season 3. Lovely pass from Vitti. That's the anchor as well. What a pass that was, breaking through their midfield press. Bebe, cross, penalty? No. Oh, they're going to have a little cheeky break on us. No, we step in. Atipo steps in so well. Yatabare. Akinyemi, Koulibaly. Akinyemi, it's a lovely move. Ooh, he nearly chipped the goalie. The central midfielder on attack gets into literally like a deep line forward position when we're in possession. And there we go, boys. 2-0. Does that now put us top? It should do, because I'm pretty sure our goal difference, we've scored more than them. We've conceded more than them, I think. Is it going to put us top? Yes, it does. 21 goal difference. Right, guys, we're going to come back. I'm going to kick on a fair bit, maybe a good 10 games, get through a good chunk of the season into the sort of like maybe the second half of the season, see where we're at. And there you go. There's our statistics so far for the season. Really impressive. Bebe, 7 games, 1 as sub, 5 goals, 7 assists. Didu has scored 12 in 9. Lima, our loanee, has not even scored yet, but he has managed 8 assists. And Akama, bearing in mind that he's a centre-half, 2 goals, 1 assist in 6 games for him. Yatabare as well has done tremendously well for us. He's kind of gone out the side a little bit. He's more of a backup now, but I've just realised he's scored 6 goals in 7 games. He loves that central midfielder on attack. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Video out later in the week. I'm trying to get 3 Bordeaux videos in this week. Probably one out maybe Thursday and then one out at the weekend. Thank you very much for watching. We've got a Manchester City video coming for you very, very soon. And a Marcelo Bielsa Leeds United tactic rebuild. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Take care. See you later.